Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly, and today I'm going to do an art journal page. Now, a lot of you have written me on Facebook asking, instead of doing the Odd Girls that I'm doing as a doll with canvas, if this could be done on an art journal page or a canvas. And yes, it can. So, that is what we're going to do today. So, bear with me. All I did was I painted this turquoise, and all this is I'm making journals. So I was practicing something on here and it didn't come out the way I wanted it. So I thought, well, I will do, I'll do it on here. So I just painted this teal. You can paint it any color. I did it so it would be dry because doing a base coat, and then sitting here waiting for it to dry isn't going to work real well. So I painted it teal, left it dry. This is acting as my gesso. Now, if you have gesso, of course, gesso your paper. But if you don't, a lot of you are just starting out, and hence why you want me to do an art journal page. So you can definitely use white acrylic paint whatever color you want. I just chose this because it'll be a background. Now, doing my Odd Girls, I don't know. Let me see if I have so many of them done and so many things started. This is an Odd Girl I did. And she's going on fabric that I made right here. Let's see. I have stuff everywhere. Is this it? Nope. Under here. And I made this. I posted it on Facebook, and I don't know how much you could see, but I love it. It came out so nice. I used the Fabric Creations, and it just came out so nice. So, that's what she's going on. I thought you guys thought I was going to say that's what she said, but no. Okay, so, Odd Girl, here we go. Art journal page. This is just in your art journal. This is just a piece of paper, so if you don't have an art journal, it doesn't matter. Fold a piece of printer paper in half and do the same thing. It's not a big deal. All I do, and the reason I did these, I've talked about this before, is for people who want to be able to draw. My dog just choked, I'm sorry. Who want to do, little girls, folk art girls, what have you, and you don't have to have any experience whatsoever. You can sit down and do this. So first, what I like to do is I like to do the shape of the face, and it doesn't matter. And I change the things a lot too, so I just kind of do that. Right, very simple. And then what I do is I like to put in where I want the lips to be. And I like the lips down low, close to the chin. So I like to put a line. And you see I'm not measuring or putting a ruler out or anything because I don't care. If she has quirky lips and she looks quirky, that's what I'm going for. And then I'll do the bottom of her lip. It depends on what you want. You can make it like a bottom of a heart and a little pointy, or you could just draw it. And the top of her lip. So I like to do like a little U when I'm doing these, just like this. And then I just swing it around. And if that's not in the middle, then it doesn't matter. She's quirky. And then you have lips. And then if it bothers you, like sometimes bothers me if there's too many lines, because I am a wacko and I get, confused. So there we go. And there we go. And then I'm going to do a nose. And all I do for these noses, now you can do whatever kind of nose you want. All I do is very simple. I just do like this. And it could be wider or not. It doesn't matter. And then the eyes. The eyes are circles. But they're not circles that you trace. They're just circles that you draw. Now, I'm not going to do the eyes way up here. They're going to be down here. And all I do is, and I like them hanging off the face. It just makes it a little bit, There's one. And then I don't make them even either. Sometimes I make them like a bit smaller. You see? And there is the face. There you go. And of course, this will get erased out. You can go to the dollar store and get great erasers there. Or you could use I like the rubbery ones or the Faber-Castell, whatever you want. And then that's that. And then what we're going to do is, I'm just going around here, and that's going to be the top of her head. See how simple? And then I can, you know, I got this kind of jacked down here, so I'm going to erase the majority of it. Keep it close to the lips and do it like that. And that's all you got. Now you can do the neck. You can do the neck real thick. You can do it thin. I'm just going to kind of do it like this. The eyes. Now, let me show you something. I don't know what I did with it. What did I do with it? Here it is. This is a bubblegum wrapper. It is a foil bubblegum wrapper. And what I like to do, and I did it on her, I don't know how well you can see it, I did her eyelids. So if you want to do something like that for this, all you do is, you know, you can fold it in half and cut circle out like that. And you always save this because you can use this in a mixed media background. I'm very cheap and I like to save everything. And then once you get that done, you have two of them and you just need, you know, one. And then this side's going to be a little bigger, but because the eye's bigger, but you just cut it and you see which one has, you know, fits whatever. And look at that. And I just take some Mod Podge, but you can use a glue stick, you can use like school glue, you can use whatever you want. And then we will glue it down. And I like to put the glue on the back here. But you don't have to do this. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the other eye, not like that. Just so, because I know a lot of you, you know, I just want to show a little something there. And that's for, you know, I love to recycle and reuse, so that's that. And then for the other eye, I just do an eyelid like this. Can you see? Yeah, just like that. So that even makes her more quirky and odd, right? And then we're going to do eyeballs. And I like to do, like here, I'll do a small, and then here I'll do a bigger one. It's just the odd girl way. And you don't have to do it this dramatic. I don't do it this dramatic on every single one, but on some I do. And like I said, on the other one I did as well. So that becomes your eyes. And then you can add in eyebrows. And this will become, I don't really do, I go like this for her neck. And I kind of just sketch down because that's where I'll put, you know, her dress or whatever. But let's work on the face because that's what you guys were wondering about. And I'm just using, right now, because I'm out of my one folk art one, I have to go back down to my room. But I have just unbleached titanium, and it's just an off-white. And whatever brand you have, whatever you have. And what I do is, I'll take this brush again, take some of this, and I just go in and paint. And you can see I'm painting right over. The acrylic paint will go whatever, right over. And I'm going over the eyebrow too because I have to redo that. Because the paint. I'm not going to go over the eyeball though. I'm just going to go around it. And if you need a smaller brush or a Q-tip or, you know, whatever. And I go over everything. And I'll just draw it over. Not worrying too much. If it gets in the eye, you just kind of do that. I have to color it. I have to paint it yet, so I'm not too worried. You know I make mistakes, so I don't necessarily worry about the eyes yet. And if you want to, you can paint the whole face and then do the eye if you're nervous, you know. I just like going for it and having fun. Not worrying if it's all, you know, perfect. And I'm going to go down to the neck. La 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 la. And you can make the neck really skinny or whatever you want. Okay. And that is for that. While that dries, let's decide on her eye color. So, I'm digging on, I like purple. Let's do a little bit of purple. With a smaller brush, and Get it in there, and I'm gonna remember this is gonna be black for the pupil, and this is the eye. So. And I'm only doing the face today, I think, just to show you. I have a video coming up with the hair. Maybe I'll do it on here to show you. Not worrying too much, just kind of doing it. And when I do the pupil, and it'll take some of that purple away if that's what I want. Okay. There we go. And I like how it hangs off the side. I don't know. Okay. So we have that. What about her eyelid? You know what I'm going to do? Let me see. I'm going to take some of that titanium, unbleached titanium, and a little bit of the purple. I'm going to mix it here, and you're going to get like this pretty color. Purple, it's like a mauve, and I'm going to put it in here for the eyeshadow, just for her to be different. Again, you can do the same eyelids. You don't have to do this different, but this is a way you can paint it. Just go around. Okay, got that. Now, let me just wipe this. This is a little thick here. I see it's going to take a long time to dry if I don't squish this around. I'm still up in my kitchen, so I don't have my heat gun or nothing, but I'm not worried about it too much. Okay. And for hair, I'm going to let that dry, so I'll do the face, you know, that in a second. For the hair, let's go orange. I don't know, blue and orange. And I'm going to use the Fabric Creations Tangerine 25983. I'm going to give it a good shake and give it a twirl. Okay. And you can see, this is cardboard. This is how I paint. I don't know. Just makes life a little easier for me. Where's my one paintbrush? I know I had it. Oh, the mess. Okay. I have my paintbrush. This is the Scruffy 5058 Plaid. And I'm dipping in. And the fabric paint does have a treatment in it, you know, because it's used for painting on fabric. I'm using it on my art journal right now, but no big deal. And I'm going to make her have short hair. So I'm only going to go down to here on both sides. And I'm going to go right around the eye, and I'm just taking it around as a general sketch of where I'm going to, you know, take her. I like the short hair. I mean, I like the long hair too, but I like the short hair on these. And then you just go in some more. And I'll go in later and do highlights or whatever if I want. Okay. A little more. And then start bringing it out. And up. And I'll show you what we'll do with the bangs. I've been doing bangs. I think because I want bangs myself, but I can't wear bangs. I don't have the face, even if I was thinner. I don't have the face or the ability to really wear bangs. Long bangs I can do, but I'd have to straighten my hair every day. Anyway, so now I'm just going to kind of swipe it in like this. Get around that eye. And you can make it, you know, I have it coming towards her face. That's no big deal. I do that one coat, and I'm going to do it one more. Now, for her bangs, like Emily, my daughter right now, has her hair black in the back, and she has this magenta in the front, and her bangs are just like two pieces in the thing, hanging in the front. And I dig that. You can do that on her. You can do regular hair. You don't have to do bangs. Okay. It looks like she has fuzzy hair like me, and I'm happy. Now we want to do draw again the nose and the mouth. I love using permanent, so I use like the Bic Market and whatnot. Let me see if this, I mean, I've killed these lately. Let's see if I can trace this mouth out with this, just so I can see it a little bit better. Do the mouth. That's how I do it, no big deal. Do the chin. You could trace the neck if you want. I'm going to do a little nose. Just like that. And then when you're done using these, what you do is, like on something rough paper or whatever, just wipe the tip and the side of the tips off, just so the acrylic paint doesn't dry, because guess what happens when it dries on there? It ruins the whole marker. And for lips, let's do pink. No, let's not do pink. Let's do my big head in the way. Let's do blood orange. As you can see, that's the Fabric Creations as well. And we're just going to do a little, let's see, my little brush here. I didn't think I had orange here, but there we go. I might do this over in the hair. It looks a little darker. Isn't that the same? No, that was tangerine, that's why. Okay. Okay. Next one coat. Now I think I'm going to go and kind of, let's see if this will come out a little for the bangs. That's not dry all the way yet. Okay. I like that color. Dip in and go. Yeah, I like this color a little better on this one. I think the blue kind of mats down that lighter color. So we're just going for it. I'm going over that. Of course, you can do hair. You know, you can do whatever you want. I'm more, about the face right now. All about that face, Okay. Just going to leave her like that. And then just touch up a little bit of the lips. Okay. All right. I end up with more paint on me. And I wipe it on the paper towels because I use it for hair as well, which you could do for this one as well. And let's get, I'm going to use this black marker. And I'm going to color in her pupil. You can use black paint as well. I just want you guys to see that you can use either. Go to the dollar store and get their alcohol markers, their Sharpies or whatever they have. Use them, or use watercolor. I have tons of watercolor that I use here because I'm not washing or doing over certain colors. So I like to use them. There's some really pretty colors, in the pencils and paints that I have. So you can see like that. Make sure you wipe off the tips because I don't want to lose this. And then we have those. So I'm going to wipe that off. And take some of this Fabric Creations black. Or you know what? No, I'm going to use purple. I'm going to use the dark purple since I have it out already. I just put a little bit on there. And I'm going to take it over. Just so it looks like she has a separation in her lips. And I can take my marker or whatever and go over her lips. Her lips are a little wet still, so I really don't want to do that at the moment. And then I'm going to take some white just to do a little flick in the eye. So it gives her a little highlight. That's how I like to do it. And for the clothes, you can use anything. I've used paper, I've used cloth, I've done all kinds of stuff. But for this, I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to lay it down here just so I have an idea. And I'm going to clip it here and clip it up. And these I'm going to save because I'm going to use these as a background for something else coming up. And then, let's see, the neck. So right about here. Okay. And then just cut it across. I like to fold this in, especially if I'm using fabric, because I like to cover it. Now you can see my pencil line still underneath because I drew it out too far. And I'm just going to give it an erase. Doesn't matter too much. Okay. Okay, and then what you would do is set that there, glue it down, and you can see I overextend, but that's okay. Now, if I'm using this, what I would do is I would cut this out. So the hair is, you know, whatever, but you're doing it in an art journal. So maybe you want to do a background. Maybe, you know, the light blue isn't something that you wanted to do. Maybe you want this to be, you know, a darker around it. Maybe you want this orange to be a little bit more, how do you say, you know, put compact, put in. You can add colors and everything in here to make circles and curls or whatever you want. But again, take your paint and go with a smaller brush around. Let me see. And just clean it up if it gets like this. Sometimes it does for me. I don't mind it though. Because like I said, we're doing an odd, you know, an odd kind of person. I've seen people. I've been one of them people out and about with the hair. But you can see you can easily just pull this out more and more until you get it the way you want it. You can take the blue that you started with or whatever your base coat is and go around it to do that if you want. And I'm just going to show you this one side. And then you just make it, you see? I like to wet my brush sometimes because it just helps it flow a little bit better. You also can use oh geez, blending. There's so much blending gel and all kinds of stuff out there you can use. It just helps the color for me. Sometimes my hands don't want to do what they should. But you see how that cleans it up? You know, and then you can clean it up there, clean them up there. You could put eyelashes on. I've done the fake eyelashes where I've cut up felt and made the eyelashes. You can go in and, you know, if you want to, you can make it have highlights with some bangs. Let me see if I have, I can go in with, what color? Maybe I'll just hit a little white. Maybe I'll show you. I like to go in and just do some highlights through it, right? So I add a little white to give it a little bit more dimension. I'll wet my brush a little bit. And you see it kind of blends with the back color, but it's a little lighter. And then you just do this the whole head. And you just get, you know, different kind of look. And that's just very quick. Like I said, I haven't cleaned up anything on here where I would clean up a little bit around the eye and this and that. But for the most part, that is the Odd Girl. So I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, share me everywhere. I'm going to come on, like I said, it takes a little longer than what I've done, but I'm going to come on and, show you all these and show you the quilts that I finished and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You don't have to think too much about it. You know what I mean? You can add whatever you want to add. And I love that. And you can add this, you can add fabric, you could get a bunch of your gum papers, and wouldn't that be cool going on there as a metallic dress? You can get foil, you can do feathers, you can do yarn, you can do tulle, you can do whatever you want. So I hope that helps you guys out a little bit. And like I said, you can see how crazy it is over here, and here it's not, but that's all in what you want. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battles somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.